Ways. Welcome to the Diamond Keyway Conversations. Hit that like button. Tell a friend. Y'all here with the down. Duse. Right. So let's go ahead and start here. Okay.
Anything else, sir?
Perfect timing. No, sir. Yes. Do you got a hot sauce?
Cholula or Tabasco?
Cholula. All right. Thank you. Salute everybody. Welcome to the Damu and Keyway Conversation. Damu Keyway Conversation. It's the day in the life of Duse and I've been working, man. Hood Tycoon might be what's bragging. Let's get them likes up. Let's share. All right. It didn't take that long. They got me right. By the time I made the link and hook connected to the Wi-Fi, hit the light on. I got me this. Let me pray first. Lord, I'd like to thank you for waking me up again. Bless me with another breath of life, another day and opportunity to get out of the dollar. Thank you for continuing to bless over our families. Continue to keep them up under your warm embrace. And also thank you for this beautiful meal. Amen. Amen. You gotta pray when it's good. You gotta pray when it's bad. You did. So what we got going on over here is a mass dilemma. I know everybody might not want to kick it with you and see me eat. That's cool. But it's a day in the life, man. Y'all could turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But for those that ain't got a problem, those who ain't got a problem with it, come join me. And we gonna put these cheese eggs. Y'all don't know about the cheese eggs scrambled. And then we're gonna cut this turkey patty. Turkey patty. It's real turkey patty. This is not the mystery meat in juvenile hall turkey patty or camp. This is real turkey patty. You know, you gotta go to places that substitute pork products like bacon and all of that stuff. Turkey bacon, turkey links, chicken links. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of places I usually go after. And then what you do, you chop the turkey meat into pieces like you're gonna feed it to a kid, right? And you can put that over there with the Cholula. You gotta have some hot sauce. Y'all know nigga really wanted some Louisiana, but that wasn't one of the options. You know, I preferred Louisiana, but Cholula always come in handy too. You know what I mean? I grew up predominantly around black Latino, and all of that was accepted. You know what I'm saying? Steffi, what up? Shabazz Charles. You at IHOP, bro? No, I'm at a place called Perkins, bro. Check the description. You know how to read, bro. That nigga Shabazz said IHOP. Nah, nigga, I don't like IHOP, bro. I like Denny's better than IHOP. I'm at a place like called Perkins. Yeah. So read the description, man. But I wanted some brunch because I haven't eaten that. It's 1:30. It's 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. I ain't had no coffee. Niggas just working, cleaning up. Shout out to my nigga Junie. Tomorrow, Junie wedding. So I'm finna go out there with them now, but I ain't going nowhere until I eat me a meal. I've been so busy. You know what I'm saying? We doing big things, man. Shout out to everybody who support us. Without y'all support, we nothing, bro. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? We've been shadow banned. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? We've been shadow banned, you know? pork, but want to keep reporting pork, but want to continue to do a rest in peace to Asada Shakur. Most people call her a Black Panther member. I didn't know her to be a Black Panther member. I knew her to be a member of the BLA. The BLA is like, how could I explain that? Right? Okay, I got a good example. So in Lebanon, you got Hezbollah, right? Primarily southern Lebanon, but you got Hezbollah. Hezbollah has a military wing, then they have their charity wing, and then they have their political wing. The Black Panther Party was the political wing of the movement. The BLA was the military wing. Black Panthers were primarily just for advocating for self-defense. They weren't necessarily violent. The BLA put their work, gonna put their work in. But yeah, we getting recordings, confirmation that Asada Shakur has passed on to the next life. Revolutionary in peace, for real. G-Man, what up? Okay. Turkey good. Eggs good. French toast okay. I got no problems or complaints. So far, service good with Perkins. They got me right with the potato. Rest in peace, sister. Shout out to Shakur. We're gonna run this time to what time is it? About 2 o'clock Pacific. It might be late. We're gonna talk about Asada Shakur, her life, celebrate her life, what it meant, what lessons we could take, what lessons our sisters could take from a woman like her. They don't make them like her. Where my Asada Shakur at? Maria? Maria ain't ducking nothing from the police or nothing. So pretty tasty. Her being shot with her hands up. They still shooting people with their hands up today. That's why we advocate for qualified immunity. Yeah, this is the only Perkins I ever seen in my life. So I'm high. I want to right? So I pulled over to this place. See what they're hitting, folks. I don't think that we get what we're looking for. Shout out to KD Beach and Ron, G Homie. I don't think we get positivity without violence, or at least the option to use violence. Because they definitely using violence on us. But we got the prayer. Y'all didn't know? Hold on, let me see. Maybe I can, y'all want to see what I work on? I'm glad the G Homie spoke on that. Retired troll, dude. What up? Might be what up. Hit that like button. Y'all want to get me started? The G Homie got me started. Oh, I could just blow it up. This is education disparity. This is juvenile prison, juvenile facility placement likelihood among white students, Black and Hispanic students, bachelor's degree or higher, labor force, and then there's the juvenile placement facility, AP course participation gap. So that's just some of the things. Oh, y'all can't even see it yet, huh? Let me go over here and show y'all that. I'm acting like y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? You asked me about it. We ain't just talking about it. This is what we do. This is what's on my computer right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to first identify what the problem is and then start coming up with different solutions. Can't nobody save the world, but each one teach one, right? Everybody do their part. You know what I'm saying? But I think that violence has to be an option. Respect Martin Luther King. Respect the Gandhi. I think Gandhi's situation was different, and I think King underestimated these devils. Well, uh-huh. Can you tell us about your struggles of positivity? People don't really know what had to do to get where you at. I don't know. I'm gonna tell the story. The documentary coming. Let me show you something. I'm gonna go to right now. I got them doing my pitch deck. Let me show y'all this. Since we gonna talk about that. Okay, full project. What's this one? These is all different. What you call it? Let me take that down. interviews, different. All that's in the documentary. That's why I ain't really told that story. You said, tell the people how you were a young man into gangs, wearing khaki suits, running around the streets reckless. You went on talent shows, interviews, different events to display your talent. And you surprised the people because your skills was remarkable, you're talented, and your lyrics were positive and motivating. Thanks a lot, Katie. Shout out to KD, man. He believed in me back then. So let me tell y'all the story about who that is, right? So KD from the hood, old school hustler, right? The nigga take me to Tilly's. He had the 5.0, I think, back then. Rest in peace, Big Black. And OG Kojak. Shout out, rest in peace, Big Killer Jack, man. So, I'm becoming my dad. But he a hustler. He had his own entrepreneurial spirit going back then, right? Right across the street from the project. He had a worker that did business with him named from Denver Lane. We ain't gonna say his name. Shout out to the home. And they was getting money. So I ended up going with them. I'm fly. Boss jeans and sweater, Timberlands on. You could tell me that pocket full of money. I give him a call with them. We go to Club Tilly's in Santa Monica off the pier. I end up knocking his broad Mia from Chicago. Cool thing. Walked up to me and just started tonguing. Mind you, I might have been 16, might have been 17. And I'm thinking I was 15, 16. Bo Money, what up, what up? I had the time of my life. I wasn't supposed to be in no club, let alone a club like Tilly. So he had the low rider, the Monte Carlo. He was staying on the east side at the time. He had the spot in the hood, but he was standing on the east side, like by the Swans or something. 8-7 gangsters somewhere. I ride with him over there before. Salute Bomani, watch up. So I go to YA. I get out of YA 19, 20 years old. I'm in a project shooting dice. Me, D-Ray, Red Flag, Kayla, Big Nino, Cowboy Hustle, G Homie, rest in peace, Denny Ray out there with us. And he said, which one of you little niggas know how to rap? I had already been rapping while I was in youth authorities. My boy Scary X taught me how to start putting my raps in the bars, count bars, etc. So I got like 2.5 albums written, like about 40 songs. So I said, I do. All the young homies like, I do Red Flag, everybody. I rap. So that nigga said, nigga, you's a gang, baby. You's a robber. You don't know how to rap, nigga. You's a dope dealer. Okay. No, I don't know how to rap. So what we gonna see? We'll take y'all to the studio. The studio was in So we go to the studio. The homie Lil Skeet, well, he no longer the homie, but Lil Skeet was doing the beats. Okay, they know how to mix and master. We go in there and with that, all the young homies with us, we in the van. With all the young homies, I stood out. Cutter put me to the side, said, man, you should sign with just a few records. We believe in you. That was his pitch. We believe in you. And I'm loyal to the homies in the hood anyway. I'm trying to do it with the bros, you know? So we end up doing a whole album together. Got booked for the Best in the West concert, sponsored by 92.3 The Beat. J.J. Howard. Asked Cutter, do he remember J.J. Howard? That's who had put that together. The young nigga, I had the dope with lyrics, but it's popping on my gangster swag. Listen, that's why he picked me. It was thousands of people, R&B acts, rappers, singers, thousands of acts tried out, but only 50 got picked. I was one. Carter shows up to the McCadden Musical Institute on McCadden in Hollywood. He got the equipment to mix my performance. We get out there, they love it. You know what I'm saying? That day, what's the name approached me? L.A. Reid. I'm 20 years old. L.A. Reid approaches me and give me a call and say, what's your contractual obligation? I said, man, I'm signed with just a few records. I'm trying to get a distribution deal. He gave me a card and said, holler at me when you shake them. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Ask what Cutter KD. Well, at that same time, 98, 99, I'm Southwest Police Most Wanted. Crash unit. Whether it was Messenger, Leviston, Culpepper, Beavis and Butthead. They had a hard on for me. They wanted me off the streets by any means necessary. Well, even after that, when I got out, we went and did some house. We did some kind of charity. Oh, clothes and food in Vegas. I think I got that video on our page. Story X, man. Shout out to the brother Ansel Muhammad's so-called storage house. We was neighbors in Stelly's and Chad. Another pig bites the dust, and another pig down, and another pig down, another pig bites the dust. Righteous black gorillas gonna get you food, another pig bites the dust. So let me take this off real quick. Are we coming, bro? The story gonna come. All right. Hit that like button. Goofy. Goofy. So, salute everybody on IG, man. Tequila Gossip Media, salute. So, y'all can't see the proposal coming up from trauma to triumph, untold story of survival, mental health, and redemption.
Silver's coming back. No, for real. I saw
Y'all be thinking it's a game until y'all really realize what's going on. Jay Boogie 519, what up, Bloody 5, man? What up, bro? Salute. You know what I'm saying? Retired trolls, salute. Mike B, Rich Trapper, Daddy up in it. Yeah. Man, I'm glad you ain't go with L.A. Reid gang. Your boy was shiesty. I was just trying to be loyal to the homies and what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? He did take the dirty way. Oh, TLC, yeah. We got a super chat. Salute, Slim Nova. Where's? $9.99 super chat. Hey, listen, we just chilling. I'm enjoying a nice brunch. You know what I'm saying? To calm down. You know, a nigga working so hard. A nigga locked in like a terrier. So look at this bidding. Everything donated to the Diamond Keyway conversation is appreciated. Slim Novo. Salute, bro. Appreciate it. Hold on, let me see what we doing over here. Boom. He did them real dirty. Yeah, he did. Salute you. We appreciate it. So, no, that's it. You can give me the check though. Yeah, so I wanted to go live. Y'all hit your notification, hit that like button now though, so that they'll be come over here. We're gonna talk about Assata Shakur and we're gonna talk about Assata Shakur and I'm saying rest in peace, revolutionary in peace. Let me get that correct. Right, Black Liberation Army member who wasn't going for it. They washed her up, gave her life plus 30. I think it was life plus 30. And the reason they gave her the plus 30 was something like, oh, she didn't want to stand. She didn't want to stand for the judge. So they gave her 30 extra years for not standing up for the judge. You know what I'm saying? This is how much they hated her. Her family taught her. Her family taught her to never think anybody was better than them. Okay, you too. That was affordable, man. Yeah, this place ain't that bad. That's for that $25. Rest in peace and power. Fact, rest in peace, Assata. So we gonna have to break that down and really get into her life. How the police shot her with her hands up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this active chucks. Slide this active chucks thing. Bing! You know what I mean? Active chucks, you know what I mean? We got a couple active checks. I'm gonna give them cash. What you call it? I'm gonna give them a $10 tip on the quarter. That ain't bad. It's like a 40% tip or so. Yeah, slide him that. And we gonna get right here. So look, this is what I was showing y'all, right? Fam West TV, salute, bro. Let me drop the link in case somebody wanna come up there and kick it with me. And go when I go over some of this. So let me show you how extensive it is what I do. And y'all probably understand why I haven't been going as hard on the channel as I should be going. I mean, you got to prioritize the importance. So anybody trying to come fuck with me, pull up. You know what I'm saying? And so now let me take that off. So the StreamYard link is in the what you call it. So a gritty docu-musical. So it's a documentary, a docu-series, plus the musical. So the music is written to the docu-series. A gritty docu-musical exploring the turbulent life of Lamonte, Duse MC, from childhood trauma, gang survival and incarceration to redemption through hip-hop and mental health advocacy. Mental health focus highlights PTSD, trauma and resilience in marginalized communities, untold history, the origins of the Bloods, Brims. My boy Southern Forest, salute, bro.
Salute, brother. What's good? I see you getting your grub on.
Man, listen, I was hungry, bro. It was almost 2:00 and I hadn't ate nothing. I drank some water, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But I was just going, and this is some of the stuff though. So the untold history, the origin of the Bloods, Brims, the pre-Crip era, and live gang subculture of the 80s, 90s in LA, entertainment and education, fusion of documentary, realism with musical storytelling. So this is the proposal for the documentary, right? The docu-musical, right? Social impact creates awareness around systemic issues, foster care, which I went into, gang violence, and prison trauma. Right? The format, documentary and narration, live reenactments, musical storytelling sequences, double CD soundtrack integration, key expert commentary with Dr. Howard Askins, MD, mental health analysis, only after like the traumatic events and the most traumatic events, authenticity based on true events with firsthand narration by Duse. Act 1, childhood trauma, abuse, foster cares, group home, survival as a runaway. Acts 2, gang life and survival, Bloods versus Crips, arrest, violence, and then gladiator school at CYA. Act 3, injustice and incarceration, LAPD crash unit, targeting, plus federal prison riots and solitary confinement. Act 4, redemption through hip hop. I truly am a redemption story through the hip hop culture, through music. Reentry struggles, music as healing, mental health battles, and advocacy. So then it goes in all of that. So this is all primary hip hop culture, urban community, social justice advocates, secondary mainstream docuseries fans, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. Let me stop showing y'all all of my connects. Let me close that down. But it's a whole strategic marketing plan, the team and everything that we got going on. They're designing that now. By next week, this whole presentation will be done. But that's just the documentary. See, everything has its own thing. It has so many business ventures. I'm a businessman. So if you see me, I'm in the habit of doing my business, man. So this is a sponsorship proposal for the podcast that we're on now, the Damu Kiwe Conversation Podcast. We got an educational animated children educational series with a dose of reality TV. Oh yeah, a dose. Congratulations on his deal. Dose of reality TV actually has a deal for that animated children's series. Salute to the brother. Um, when the slots will be publicly in 15, I'll look at this. I look at the stats right now, right through Cox. So matter of fact, here we go right here, hyperlink the CW. Let's go here. Let's see if y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Oh yeah, they don't let y'all see it. So hold on, let me close this, bam, and then bring it back. Yeah, because I kind of like had to go through the bam. So when I said congratulations to Dose of Reality TV, I was talking about this. He got distribution through Cox Media for the educational children's story, long form performance, Your View through Cox Media. There go the statistics. So it's 16 channels in 30 plus cities. These is all the cities that it'll be on. It has 2.5 million households. Salute to that brother, man, for his hard work. If y'all ain't been seeing no YouTube videos, he's been in mourning, and besides that, he's focused on getting this done because he will have that distribution. Anybody interested in corporate sponsors, serious inquiries only, tap in. We definitely got the cartoons cracking through Cox. That's cable TV. So salute to Dose Reality TV. You know what I'm saying? This is what we on. I don't know about the fake diapers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all of that. I came in the game doing music and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing music and entertainment. I just added podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so that's one deal Doe's got, but he also got that's the docu musical. We already did that one. I guess we already passed the hip hop. Yeah, this one AI. Is this it? And Edify through entertainment. Now that's the animated children. And then this is the animated hip hop show, hip hop animated series, right? Yeah. So that's the hip hop animated series, first full season partnership. So we already got that. We'll be building those characters, right? There's the docu musical again. And let's go down, you know? Let's go down to what Duse really got going on, right? He asks, how do we do it? Racial disparities, selected statistics, Black Americans in population versus jail, likelihood of juvenile facility placement, white households, median net worth. This is 2019, and then bachelor's degree or higher, education, um, uh, financial, incarceration for adults and juvenile. So this is what we're working on right now, right? And that statistics is all part of the charitable itinerary for Active Trust Charitable Org. This is what they're putting together. All of this is one business plan. I'm just showing you different ones, right? So this the pitch deck itinerary, and the problem, right? The vision statement. I mean the mission statement. There go my mission statement for Active Chelsea. Gonna be putting that in there. The solution, feed the people. We do that annually. Back to school supply. We do that annually in qualified immunity. We push that regularly in Seats for Peace. target communities, minorities, mentally disabled and homeless, uneducated convicts in inner city communities. Impact so far, key achievement, fed hot barbecue meals to over 600 homeless annually, distributed 500 backpacks of school supply. And mind y'all, we got the hyperlinks for all of these events because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what we plan to do, it's what we've already done. We're going to make this a regular thing. And I think that it should be spread into all the states where you got Damus and Keyways that got some sense of structure and militancy, right? The funding model, sponsorship and partnership opportunity, a quarter ticket. You know what I'm saying? A quarter ticket, right? Y'all see who to contact, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. Feed the people. That's one of the charitable events, right? Back to school supply drive, in qualified immunity, right? And then Cease for Peace. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all want to see what it look like? Y'all don't know what it is? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cease for Peace, 5K Peace Walk. We're going to make that an annual thing and do different main streets. I'm trying to get one going down Normandy and one going down Vermont. Vermont going to be treacherous. Normandy going to be treacherous. But this is what we own. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, selling force, we own business, bro. I don't know what 100 EBT. You know
Later, man. You know, that's one of the main things I'm trying to do is do my nonprofit because I already have my LLC. But the main thing I want to do is nonprofit and try to implement it into Portland. Then also transfer it and get it down to Dallas and stuff, to my hood, to my tribe, to my people. You know what I mean? So definitely on that when it comes down to charity and also educating our tribe. I'm saying giving us avenues for mental health and wellness to help reduce that harmful to create that harmful reduction, because this harmful reduction is just not a substance abuse. It can be a way of life. Like as you said, as a kid, you can go through trauma and stuff, and you could be in a no choice situation where you had to go through it. But as you get older, there are ways and stuff that you can capitalize on that and not only be able to heal from that, but also to share your story with others, because that could help someone else. So I'm definitely with that. Definitely.
Know that if you're trying to talk about what you need, the next step and coming up with your plan for your nonprofit, we can definitely chop that up. Let's look at this one, right? The first thing is you got to decide what you want to do. I got a book on nonprofits. I'll send you some of the main first steps or whatever that you got to do. Duse him support at works, listening. Duse him support my brother, and I appreciate the support from all y'all, man. We just said now you need to deal with Chuck Taylor. Hey, nah, for real. You know how we could do it? After we send this, every one of the Actor Chuck, Blue Ranch Mob, the team, the fans, supporters, all contact the exact same company. Why y'all don't got to deal with Actor Chucks? Y'all ain't got no deal with Actor Chucks. You know what I'm saying? But here's the Damu Keyway conversation. This is the Actor Chuck Charitable Org. Hold on. Look, here go Maria. 1 second. Actor Chuck's Entertainment. Yes, I bought my suit for the wedding. Yes. Okay, I'm just making sure that you knew that you do know I'm live right now, right? No, you don't care. Bye. That's Maria. So hold on. Let me show y'all that. So this is the Damu Salute Maniac. Everybody on Twitch. So this is the Damu Keyway cover. I mean, this is the Actor Chuck Charitable Org website, That's Maria right there. I said that's Maria, and then there goes Maria calling, right? Look at her.
Wait a minute, Deuce. Somebody said you ain't had no girlfriend.
Man, listen, bro.
Go ahead.
That is crazy, bro.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But this is my credible order. If you didn't know, Maria is has a position at active Chuck Charitable Order. She is the treasurer of the board. You know what I'm saying? So look at her. Y'all want to take her class? $800. Maria is regularly requested as a entrepreneur at the University of Wisconsin, Madison. You know what I'm saying? A female entrepreneur, female empowerment. She is epitomizes that. But there I go on the news, Coalition for Change, to feed the people. There go right there is KD Beats. That was for the unqualified immunity. Shout out Val TV Network. Y'all see I got on the blazer with the Prada sneakers on. You know what I'm saying? Cartier buffs, real fly guy. Just cause you push a piece don't mean you don't get fly quick. Shout out to some of the brothers. My boy Black Cocaine, Tanklo. What up, T-top roof, no leak. You know what I'm saying? And there go Duse Sims. You know what I'm saying? Duse Sims a pretty big guy. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna watch this, and then when he comes,
the death of George Floyd and that guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis yesterday could certainly change the face of law enforcement all across the country. Here in Los Angeles, a coalition of peacekeeper organizations is offering alternatives to community policing. Good evening. I'm Chuck Henry.
And I'm Carolyn Johnson. The group wants to serve as a resource for city leaders as they try to work through the issues within their own neighborhood. NBC4's Jonathan Gonzalez explains how this would work.
We're together today because we've been together.
In the ongoing fight against systemic racism, a new coalition of Southern California organizations believes that change must come from within.
We've been doing the work, and we demand to be included in the process.
The new group is called the Southern California LA Peace Builder Collective. It's made up of more than 30 organizations doing work on the ground every day in underserved communities.
There's an old saying, if you don't like the outcome, you got to change the input. That's exactly what we're here to do today.
Akil Bashir is founder of the Professional Community Intervention Training Institute, which has been working with the LAPD for years on how to better respond in communities of color.
You've got individuals in there that keep on doing things that end up creating negative outcomes. You have got to change what that relationship looks like.
Yesterday, Mayor Eric Garcetti announced more funding to hire civilians called peacemakers to respond to certain types of calls.
Whenever we've had grid workers, that there's been a 40% further drop in crime than just having police officers working on their own.
They need to be trained by professionals in the community who are training experts who know the community.
The Southern California LA Peace Builder Collective wants to serve as a go-to source for city leaders who want to better understand how to work in the communities they represent. Maybe then, they say, change can become a reality.
We're bringing in structure, methodology that has been proven that works to do the type of work that we actually do.
In the Crenshaw District, Jonathan Gonzalez, NBC4 News.
This is when you go on my website, this is what you see. Well, you got different on the website. So that's one of the business, the charitable wing or whatever. But for those who don't know, $37 a month, you could go subscribe to the Patreon. You have unlimited access to the website. Let's just show y'all something.
Human life began in Africa about 7 million years ago. Yet humanity as we know it, Homo sapiens, evolved by at least 130 years ago from ancestors who remained in Africa. Throughout centuries, most Africans were migrating into Asia and Europe. And Homo erectus, typified by Java man and Perkins man, fossils in the Far East. Yet and still, agreements break down completely on the question of when, where, and how these anatomically modern humans began to manifest creative thinking. This is when and where human culture was born. The creative explosion theory, based upon evidence like the magnificent cave paintings in La Chaux and Chauvet, as a theory of a relic of time when their discipline was ruled by Eurocentrism. But I ain't even buying that bullshit. First off, as we know, Eurocentrism was replaced by white supremacy. So those choosing to still believe in the creative explosion theory, your reason and discipline is now ruled by white supremacy instead of Eurocentrism. A person will believe a lie if they want to believe a lie or they fear it's the truth. Let there be no question. A lot of the surge in white supremacy that we see today is because you are feared. A lot of white nationalists are afraid that at the rate American culture is trending to a more inclusive nation, interracial mating and marriages, the purity of the white race cannot continue to survive in the capacity it employs today. And that's in a superior position. These white nationalists and supremacists, they view the issue in the light of a fight for self-preservation. And I understand their position of it. It is said that if a black person mates with a white person, it takes something like 17 generations of mating with only whites before they can produce a baby that they can say is pure white, considered black. Besides that, the fact remains that Dr. Christopher Hershenwood, SF South African Museum in Cape Town, while exploring the cave, found evidence that the anatomically modern people there were turning animal bones into awls and finely polished weapon points more than 70,000 years ago. That was due to these Africans' mental evolution 20,000 years prior to the time frame of white supremacist theory. Places the beginning of when these anatomically modern humans began to manifest creative thinking. The skill for making such bone tools is considered more advanced in concept and application than that in producing the usual stone tool. So it wasn't no caveman theory, and not for us. That was due to these Africans' mental evolution. So that we're clear, the greatest blow white supremacy struck to blacks abroad happens to be psychological and derives from the lie that Africans lived as savages, animal-like, unable to manifest creative thinking until a supreme or superior being taught them to be civilized. If you go into anywhere on the central modern coast, you get into the cultures of the Nubians, you get into the Kushites, ancient Kushites, and even ancient Kemet, one of the first most known modern civilizations. You'll find agricultural legacies, supreme growing of vegetation, irrigation systems from 50 miles, LA to Lancaster, right? To take our waste and send this out. These are scientific artifacts that prove these facts. So while history testifies to the contrary, if you visit those places, you'll see that it's different. The very nature of such a lie is rooted in evil, and it intends to establish that European whites are more advanced, far superior, mentally, culturally, in this process of man's evolution. This was a lie. That was until our people began to believe it. Now it's the truth. That's when the world began to follow this chain of thought. That's when blacks began to adopt European thoughts of themselves. If you could bluff them, you could beat them. I'm Duse, I'm CEO of Active Chucks Entertainment, Active Chucks Management. I'm here with Val TV Network. We're here for Black History Struggle. We're raising a cause. You can donate at Brim Inc. 501c3. Go to livestreamers.com. We're in 181 countries. This will be on the CW network. and we got a show for y'all. We'll be right back with y'all in a minute.
Yeah. So listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and end this one. I just want to tap in with y'all. I'll be live as soon as I finish. Oh, I gotta help Maria first, so it'll probably be a little later. Now that I think about it. Southern Force, salute. Thanks for coming up, bro. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We will be live as soon as I set up. Hopefully I'll be able to share the link. Salute everybody down the Keyway Conversations. We're out.